Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tech Now Quiz channel. Are you ready to test your knowledge about cybersecurity in today's quiz challenge? Put on your white hats and get ready. There are 25 questions and you'll have 10 seconds to answer each one. Let's dive in. When did the term cybersecurity become widely recognized? / 1990s. The term cybersecurity emerged in the mid-1990s, however. It gained widespread use at the turn of the century when concerns about cyber threats grew along with the rise of the internet. Which attack method was used in the 2016 Mirai botnet attack? DDoS. The Mirai botnet attack built a botnet army by using insecure IoT devices to launch DDoS attacks against its victims. What was the primary focus of the 2014 Sony Pictures cyber attack? Retaliation over a movie? During the Sony attack, hackers infiltrated Sony's network, downloaded confidential information, and posted 5 Sony movies, 4 of which were unreleased. The attack was attributed by many to North Korea. It was widely reported that the reason for the attack was North Korea's displeasure with Sony for producing a movie depicting the assassination of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. What famous leak in 2013 exposed NSA surveillance programs? Edward Snowden revelations. In early 2013, The Guardian newspaper reported that NSA was collecting the telephone records of tens of millions of Americans. Additionally, the report was followed on with revelations that NSA tapped directly into the servers of 9 internet firms, to include Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and Yahoo, to track online communication in a surveillance program known as PRISM. When was the Stuxnet worm discovered? / 2010. Stuxnet, a computer worm discovered in June 2010, was specifically written to take over certain programmable industrial control systems and cause the equipment run by those systems to malfunction, all the while feeding false data to the system's monitors, indicating the equipment to be running as intended. What was the primary target of the Stuxnet worm? Nuclear facilities. Stuxnet targeted Iran's nuclear enrichment centrifuges at the Natanz facility, making it a landmark event in the history of cybersecurity and cyber warfare. By covertly sabotaging critical infrastructure, it delayed Iran's nuclear ambitions and demonstrated the immense potential of cyber weapons. However, it also underscored the vulnerabilities of industrial systems and the need for robust cybersecurity in protecting critical infrastructure worldwide. Which agency exposed the Eternal Blue exploit? NSA. Stuxnet, a highly sophisticated and groundbreaking computer worm, specifically targeted industrial control systems, ICS, used in Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities. Its primary focus was on disrupting the operations of centrifuges used to enrich uranium, a critical process in nuclear weapons and energy production. Stuxnet's ultimate goal was to delay or sabotage Iran's nuclear program, making it one of the first known examples of a cyber weapon designed to cause physical damage to industrial infrastructure. Which of the following was a major cybersecurity incident in 2017? WannaCry. WannaCry is a highly destructive ransomware attack that first surfaced in May 2017. It targeted Microsoft Windows systems, encrypting user files and demanding a ransom in Bitcoin to decrypt them. WannaCry quickly became one of the most notorious cyber attacks due to its rapid spread and the significant disruption it caused globally. What vulnerability did the WannaCry ransomware exploit? Eternal Blue. WannaCry leveraged a vulnerability in older Windows systems called Eternal Blue, which was developed by the U.S. National Security Agency, NSA, and later leaked by the hacking group Shadow Brokers. When was the I Love You virus first discovered? In 2000. The I Love You virus, also known as the love bug or love letter virus, is one of the most infamous computer worms in history. It was a social engineering attack that spread rapidly via email in May 2000, causing widespread disruption globally. The virus targeted Windows-based systems and relied on human interaction to propagate, tricking users into opening a malicious email attachment. Who coined the term computer virus? Fred Cohen. Fred Cohen is a renowned computer scientist and cybersecurity expert, widely regarded as the father of computer virus research. In 1983, as a graduate student at the University of Southern California, Cohen created and described the first documented computer virus as part of an academic experiment. His work laid the foundation for the field of malware research and helped shape modern cybersecurity practices. Which organization developed the ARPANET, considered the precursor to the Internet? DARPA. ARPANET, Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, developed by the Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, a division of the U.S. Department of Defense, now called the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARP, was the world's first operational packet switching network and the precursor to the modern Internet. Developed in the late 1960s, ARPANET was created to allow computers at different universities and research institutions to communicate and share resources efficiently. Where did the Morris worm attack occur? (1988). The Morris worm, released on November 2, 1988, was one of the first major Internet worms and one of the earliest examples of a cyber attack on a large scale. It was created by Robert Tappan Morris, a graduate student at Cornell University, and it spread across systems connected to the early Internet, ARPANET. The worm caused widespread disruption and highlighted vulnerabilities in computer systems of the time. Who created the first antivirus program, Reaper? Ray Tomlinson. Raymond Samuel Tomlinson, April 23, 1941, March 5, 2016, was an American computer programmer and engineer, best known for inventing email as we know it today. He revolutionized digital communication by introducing the concept of sending messages between users on different computers over a network, and creating the use of the A+ symbol to separate the username from the computer or domain name in email addresses. The Morris worm exploited vulnerabilities in Unix-based systems and used several attack vectors to spread, including exploiting buffer overflow in SendMail, a widely used email service, exploiting RSH/REXC services, weak security in remote login protocols, weak passwords. A dictionary attack was used to guess passwords, exploiting password RSC. In what year was the Creeper virus created? (1971). The Creeper virus, created in 1971, is widely regarded as the first computer virus. It was a self-replicating program designed primarily as an experimental test to demonstrate the concept of self-propagating software. Unlike modern viruses, Creeper was not malicious. It simply displayed a message and moved from one system to another without causing harm. What is the significance of the 1998 solar sunrise attack? Is it targeted U.S. military systems? The solar sunrise attack was a series of cyber intrusions in 1998 that targeted systems in the United States Department of Defense, DoD, and other government agencies. The attacks exploited vulnerabilities in Sun Microsystems' Solaris operating systems, hence the name Solar Sunrise. Initially thought to be a coordinated act of cyber warfare by a nation-state, later investigations revealed that 2 U.S. teenagers, assisted by an individual in Israel, were responsible. Despite its origins, the attack highlighted critical vulnerabilities in U.S. government systems and sparked a new era of cybersecurity awareness. Which cybersecurity law introduced in 2016 regulates data protection within the European Union? General Data Protection Regulation. The General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, is a comprehensive data protection law enacted by the European Union, EU, that came into effect on May 25, 2018. Its primary purpose is to safeguard the privacy and personal data of individuals within the EU and the European Economic Area, EEA, while providing them with greater control over how their data is collected, processed, and stored. It also governs the transfer of personal data outside the EU and EEA. The GDPR replaced the 1995 Data Protection Directive and introduced stricter rules for businesses and organizations that handle personal data. Which malware family was designed to steal banking credentials and emerged in the 2000s? The Zeus malware family, also known as Z-Bot, is a notorious and sophisticated type of Trojan horse malware, primarily used for stealing sensitive information, particularly banking credentials. It is one of the most widely used and well-known pieces of malware in cybercrime, first discovered in 2007. Zeus is a banking Trojan that targets users' login credentials and financial information to commit fraud and theft. The Zeus malware family has evolved over time, with various iterations and variants of the malware being used in different types of cyber attacks. It has been responsible for a large number of financial cybercrimes, including millions of dollars from individuals and organizations worldwide. What is the primary focus of the 2001 USA Patriot Act in terms of cybersecurity? Enhancing surveillance to prevent terrorism. The USA Patriot Act, uniting and strengthening America by providing appropriate tools required to intercept and obstruct terrorism, was enacted on October 26, 2001, in response to the September 11 terrorist attacks. The legislation aimed to enhance national security by expanding the powers of law enforcement and intelligence agencies to detect, prevent, and prosecute terrorism. The act introduced significant changes to surveillance laws, financial regulations, and immigration policies to address terrorism and other criminal activities more effectively. What was the primary target of the 2007 cyber attacks against Estonia? All of the above. The 2007 cyber attacks against Estonia were a series of coordinated, distributed denial of service (DDoS) attacks, targeting the country's digital infrastructure. These attacks, which occurred in April and May 2007, are considered one of the first instances of large-scale cyber warfare against a nation-state. The attacks disrupted government services, financial institutions, media outlets, and communication networks, highlighting the vulnerabilities of modern societies to cyber threats. Which country was accused of the 2016 DNC email hack? Russia. The 2016 DNS email hack refers to a major cyber attack that exploited vulnerabilities in the domain name system, DNS, and email systems to intercept, redirect, and manipulate email communications. While the term doesn't point to a single event, it is often associated with cyber incidents involving DNS hijacking, email spoofing, or credential theft that became prominent during 2016. One of the most notable cyber attacks of 2016 was the DNC, Democratic National Committee, email hack, but this was not DNS. Below is a breakdown of potential attacks involving DNS and email in 2016. What type of cyber attack was the 2014 JP Morgan Chase breach? Unauthorized access to servers. The 2014 JP Morgan Chase breach was a massive cybersecurity incident in which hackers accessed the internal systems of JP Morgan Chase, one of the largest financial institutions in the world. The attack compromised sensitive information belonging to 76 million households and 7 million small businesses, making it one of the largest breaches of a financial institution in history. What does PCI DSS stand for? Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. The Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, PCI DSS, is a set of security standards designed to ensure that all entities that accept, process, store, or transmit credit card information maintain a secure environment. It is a global standard developed by the Payment Card Industry Security Standards Council, PCI-SSC, to protect cardholder data and reduce credit card fraud. When was the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard PCI-DSS introduced? 2004. Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, PCI-DSS, is a set of security standards designed to ensure that all entities that accept, process, store, or transmit credit card information maintain a secure environment. It is a global standard developed by the Payment Card Industry Security Standards Council, PCI-SSC, to protect cardholder data and reduce credit card fraud. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comments how many questions you got right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.